Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. On second down, it's Elliott. And this play a lot like the previous one.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And they're very confident. Did have one interception.
Yeah, one pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Throwing is Murray on third down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
They gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To throw, it's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeVal. After the penalty, it's Elliott.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Elliott. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Here's Prescott. And this one caught by Max Williams. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down.
Following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Murray. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty.
That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down now, it's Elliott. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Williams. Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. On second down, it's Pollard. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. Prescott. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A run for Snell, and an alley to run. Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down.
In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. This will be caught inside the 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Sam Darnold has a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. 14-3, the final. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting 49ers. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game.
There's a reason you're down, but overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They're going to run again with Snell, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line.
His ability to sip through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's Snell, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now from the 30. Murray now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
On third down, it's Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Flushed out right, and able to find Kirk complete. From just shy of midfield, Murray, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence. Murray with a 3rd and long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game.
Prescott to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. Russell Wilson, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out.
But not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. You're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now Snell. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he works it to the 30-yard line here. They'll run with Snell. And the result here, a pickup of 8.
As this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 22, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
2nd and goal. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 4 yards out. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. To throw is Prescott. And the pressure pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Murray now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection.
It's Murray on the move to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. To try again after the sack. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Check. Jim. Sit up.
Here's Snell on third down. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is absolutely perfect. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he can't get a throw off. They stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. To fathom, they were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Team is struggling. Sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The Cowboys on their way to victory. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach is going to talk to them a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.
So for Dallas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. NFL on EA Sports.